So, what are you looking for today? You think you're fucking smart? Oh, something groovy. There are records. Every single one of them has grooves. Every single one. Don't waste my time. Okay, you actually need help. That's what I thought. Listen, I don't just get paid to stand around here. I mean, that's about 90% of my job, but 10%, I do things. Within the next hour, I need to catalog 10 records. So, I suppose I could fit you in. What are you looking for? Nothing in particular. Just want direction, guidance. In records or like in life? I feel like you could use both. It's okay. I can help you with records. But records kind of are life, so it was kind of embarrassing to say out loud, but I'm not wrong. Are you a mod or a rocker? If you don't know, I could make the judgment for you, but you may not like my answer. I suppose if you don't know yet, I can put you in a direction. Let me see. What do you usually listen to? Have you not really listened to anything in the past couple of years? Mostly top 40, kinda. You know, you mostly listen to your parents' records. I get it. It's hard when you're living at home, you know. I'm like, and then they complain about what you play, and it's like, listen, someone's got to bring the taste here. I suppose I could help you. Give me a second. Where do you even start? You have such virgin ears. Here's something not too offensive. You could probably play this when your parents are home. This is Donovan, a gift from the flower to the garden. It's a double LP. You're going to be getting a lot of music, you know. And it comes with a book. It's very cool. Artists have been doing more and more impressive stuff with these sleeves lately. Let me show you. Isn't it pretty? I've heard of this photographer, but I can't remember the name. It's very interesting looking though. And you've got this little book that comes with it. Yeah, I thought it was really cool when we got these in. That they've got all this stuff with them, and it's all the lyrics. I mean, usually it comes with the lyrics, but usually you don't get like this. I mean, look at that. You get illustrations. Got all sorts of stuff going on. Look at that one. See that? Lay of a last tinker. I can see by your eyes you're a good man, the sparkle of the ring on your hand. Yeah, he's very, he's cool. He's very, very folk, but folk psychedelic. Folk psychedelic in a cool little mashed up way. And this record is a bit of a departure from what he was doing before. Before it was like, he was a bit of a pop artist. And, he was doing, you know, Sunshine Superman was a big hit. And, what else? Season of the Witch was big. And then before that, he was just straight folk. And he did Catch the Wind and To Sing for You. And those were big back when they were trying to make him the new Bob Dylan, you know. But, you know Bob Dylan. Okay, good. Didn't want to catch you up that far. You heard the new Dylan record? Do I have it in? Well, I suppose that wouldn't be pushing you very far. It's very much a country record. He's been going in a weird direction. I heard that ever since he got into that motorcycle accident, he's been sort of, I don't know if he's reevaluating things or anything, but he's just not been the same. I like John Wesley Harding, but it was just, compared to Blonde on Blonde, I just don't even know what he was thinking. I mean, it was a little bit, I wouldn't say backwards. The songwriting was still good. I think that this record personally is better. Well, I suppose I could show it to you. But if you are looking for something that's a bit more of a departure from like straight folk and country and whatever else your parents showed you, this is definitely going to be a little bit further in that direction. Yeah, it's psychedelic folk, but it's a little bit softer on the ears, a little bit less abrasive if you're not ready for that whiplash, yet. But it's really good, and it's a double LP, so you're gonna get a lot of music and a lot of really good songs on this record. Let me see if I've got that Dylan record. I think I do. Let me see. Shit. Remember when I told you I have 10% of work to do? Yeah. I may have slacked off last hour, and I didn't organize any of this shit. I don't know where the oh. I do have it. I think it's one of the last in stock. It's a good record. I think it's better than the last. It's not like groundbreaking, but it's got a lot of good songs on it. He re-recorded Girl from the North Country, and I think it's better when he does it with Johnny Cash, but most things are better with Johnny Cash, I suppose. Lay Lady Lay, I think is beautiful. I Threw It All Away, that's got a really nice chord progression. That's good. I don't know why he's all country though now. I mean, look at him. What's this? Who's this? Who the fuck is this? Looks like a youth pastor. I don't know. It's weird. Trying to move forward with the times, and I don't know why he's going back. It's a good record though. If you wanted something like that. To save myself some work later by not having to go through it again and again and again. Let's see what else I could give you. Oh, you've heard this one, right? I'll be very disappointed if you say no. Simon and Garfunkel, Bookends. One of the best records to be released in the past couple of years. I mean, some people find them a bit dorky, and I won't lie, the turtlenecks aren't helping. But, just stellar songwriting, you have some people who really make a show out of it, they do the whole thing, but nothing will beat good songwriting, and they just always have that. Good songwriting, good harmonies, good lyrics. It's really all there. And this record, I mean, yeah, you've probably heard of it. I don't know how much you've heard of it. Well, you've heard Mrs. Robinson. Well, yeah, that was the big song. Have you heard America? Have you heard Save the Life of My Child? Now that's one worth buying the album for. I mean, all these songs are good. I mean, but this album, yes, there's a lot of really good straight folk on here, but a lot of it's not. Like, they're really experimenting with their sound. There's, big explosion effects and all these, I mean, they're not psychedelic or anything, but they're not I wouldn't say they're behind the times in any way. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful record. I would buy this one if you don't have it. I'd say this is a staple. 1000%. Maybe. I'll put it off to the side for you. Maybe. We'll think about it. Let me think of what else. I should push you a little bit more. Are you worried about your parents not liking what you take home or something? Oh, they're not home a lot. Yeah, you can play whatever. I mean, listen, I moved out 2 years ago. It's nice being able to turn whatever record you feel like, but, you know, there's not, oh, there's quite a few I could show you here. You're not, I just feel like you could just really love psychedelic if you really got into it. I know it's like a lot. You know where you should start? Where is it? Where is it? This is not the one I was thinking of, but we could talk about this one. This one. Surrealistic Pillow by Jefferson Airplane. You know about a couple of these probably. Somebody to Love is on here. White Rabbit's on here. There's a lot of good like B-sides though on here too. Today is Good, Embryonic Journey. I mean, I guess it's not like a perfect record, but it's a good one to start with if you haven't had it. I would definitely say it's a modern classic. I mean, you've heard White Rabbit, yeah, on the radio. It's a good one. Did you like it? Yeah. How much can I push you that way? Because I can show you some pretty crazy shit. You want to see the real crazy shit? Oh my god. I thought you never asked. 1 second. Where the hell does this go? Fuck. I don't even know. Fuck, I hate having to organize things. Where is it? Ooh, this is not what I was thinking. I can show you what it is. This is Country Joe and the Fish. I know. Crazy little band. And look at this. They got all them all dressed as wizards and shit. Isn't it cool? Comes with a game. I don't know. I told you, they're doing weird stuff with the sleeves nowadays. They're going crazy, okay? This guy, Joe, Country Joe, I heard that he was in the army before he started doing music. Probably why his music is so anti-war. I mean, aren't we all? But it's especially personal, I suppose. Yeah, the big one was, I Feel I'm a-Fixin' to Die. And, I mean, I suppose if you aren't exposed to a lot of things, you probably haven't heard that one. I believe it was on the radio a little bit, but very anti-war. And, but it's a cool song. It just has, as a, I don't know, like as a novelty piece, I guess. It's not like a normal song, I guess. I mean, it's like a normal song, but it's like a little weird to hear on the radio. It goes better live. Yeah. Janice is an amazing song. It's about Janis Joplin, you know. Those are both on here. Yeah, they have another really good record. Actually, unfortunately, I think their second record is better. But I don't have that one. I only have this one right now. But this is a great band. Maybe I can set one aside for you. If you like what you get, I can set one aside for you when we get the next shipment. Maybe. Let's see. Should I put this in C or J, do you think? Country Joe. I suppose the country. C. C-O. 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 That's the one I wanted to show you. No, this is it. This is the blueprint, okay? Well, not the blueprint, but ignore the tank top. I know it's not like cute, but this dress is kind of see-through. Like, let me show you. The blueprint. Now, don't get me wrong. The blueprint for psychedelic rock is Jimi Hendrix. But psychedelic pop, this is the blueprint. And there's a lot of intersection, but I always think of psychedelic rock as more Jimi Hendrix because he's more hard rock. And this is a lot more poppy and weird. Very, very weird. Unfortunately, you're past seeing them in their prime. That's Syd Barrett, and he was the leader of this band until about a year ago when they kicked him out. There's a lot of rumors around that one, but people think it's because he did too much acid. Yeah. Listen, you can listen to all the acid rock you want, but you can go too far with acid, so be careful. This is just one of the best records released in probably the past possibly 10 years. It really changed up the game for psychedelic rock because, you know, a lot of people were just, you know, there's a lot of weird garage rock that's about expanding your mind and da-da-da-da-da, but, you know, this is just, it's crazy. The production, the improvisation, the, you know, the lyrics. I always like psychedelic rock too because they're so focused on like their acid rotted brains that they don't even like have the time to like talk about all the gross stuff that rock stars usually talk about. You know what I mean? You know, like usually it's like, you know, it's very girls. It's very, I want to hold your hand, but they're just like sitting here like, I got a bike. You can ride it if you like. Just saying things. This is, so as we are in the US, this is actually the US pressing, which isn't the same as the UK pressing, unfortunately. It's got a slightly different track listing, but it does have See Emily Play on it, which isn't on the official UK release of the album, and unfortunately it's very hard to find that 45 here, so it's nice that it's on this record. Although I don't like that they switched up the order of the songs. It doesn't make sense. I don't know why they would order it like this. Oh, there's no bike. Bike! The song I was just telling you about. It's not on this one. But you see Emily Play, which is good. Surprised they don't have, there's another one called Arnold Lane. That was a huge hit for them in England. I think their first hit. But it's not on here. Still a good record. Still very much worth your money. 0 skips, even without bike. You want to take it? I think so. I think it'd be a good one for you. Let me see what else is going on. Let me see. That's a good one too, actually. The Pretty Things, SF Sorrow. It's another just really good psychedelic record. Oh, and more crazy art. just a really, really cool band. It's a story, you know? I mean, like, a lot of these records are having stories nowadays. Especially ever since the Beatles did Sgt. Pepper's. Everyone wants to have a story. But, yeah, this one's really it's got a good, like, story going on with it. And it's just really cool, arty, like, psychedelic garage rock. It's a little bit harder than Pink Floyd, but not nearly as hard as Jimi Hendrix, if I can put that into a scale. Well, you don't really know much about a lot of those anyways. Can I convince you? It's a good one. I promise. I mean, if you don't have too many funds, maybe you could wait on this one. But it's a good one. Keep it in your back pocket, okay? When you go home and that Pink Floyd record blows your mind, you're gonna want to come back for some more, okay? Let's see what else I got for you. Well, wait, let me see if there's anything else before I pull that one out. Okay, well, I'll pull out two more for you, okay? And, I'm gonna pick one of these, maybe, if you want. Okay, another good psychedelic, and this is a couple years ago. This is, like, dawn of pop psychedelia. Psych is finally on the radio, 1967. This is Strawberry Alarm Clock, Incense and Peppermints. It's a weird one. I mean, everything about it is weird. The title, it's just... Clearly, these are guys who have gone to India or really want to go to India. That's kind of everyone in psych rock. But yeah, they are in fact in a Strawberry Alarm Clock. And there's just some really good songs on this. I mean, so Incense and Peppermints, the title track, was a huge hit. I don't know if you heard it. I mean, it was all over the radio. I'm surprised you heard White Rabbit and you didn't hear this one. Anyways, big hit. But everything else on this is good. I mean, like, World's on Fire, Strawberries Mean Love, Rainy Day Mushroom Pillow. Really, really good album. I mean, just a crazy little album. I think that this is their best, but they have another album. I think it's called Wake Up, It's Tomorrow. I think that's what it's called. That was the album that came out last year, and that one's really, really good too. I have that one too. It's a little bit more experimental, a little bit less poppy. So that one's really good. I'll put that off to the side. And then this one, oh my god. I'd like to think that this is one of my little secrets. Okay, I'm letting you in on a secret. Not everyone knows them. Okay, and where are they from? Are they from New York? I unfortunately haven't seen them live. I wish. But anyways, New York, how have I not seen them? Anyways, they are really, 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 really good. One of the best. Like, there's a couple of really, like, interesting people using synths and electronic instruments right now. One of them would be the Silver Apples. Another one would be the 50-Foot Hose, which is they're from San Francisco. So, you wouldn't have heard of them. But this is another album that's doing some really cool electronic work. And It's the United States of America by the United States of America. And this album, oh, this album is so good. Talk about wanting your brain opened up. Oh my god. This album is kind of scary if you listen to it sometimes. But, I mean, American Metaphysical Circus, crazy. Just crazy. I mean, the first time I heard that, I was not prepared. I was not prepared. And just, I mean, the Cloud song, Garden of Earthly Delights. It's just a really, really crazy psychedelic rock album with some electronic elements and just a really, really fun experience. And it really, I mean, this is one of those that, like, a lot of albums, they're good with acid. This album is just acid. You don't need acid. You just listen to it. And it's just, you know, this might melt your brain a little bit if you haven't even heard all of the new Simon and Garfunkel record, but I believe in you. Why don't I get you those three? Yeah? It shouldn't be too much. Let me get those for you. Okay, I'm gonna get you this one. This is, you know, I see this as like a progression, okay? Like, boom, you're listening to the new record that everyone likes. Or, well, released last year, but record that everyone likes. Then you're gonna get another popular record that's a little bit more experimental. Then you really get a little bit into the underground. And you're gonna start to really expand your mind musically. You're so beautiful. You're like a blank slate. I could do anything with you. I'm so glad you found me. Anyways. So you got bookends. You've got Pink Floyd. Oh, I don't know if I told you what this album is called. It's called Piper at the Gates of Dawn. It doesn't say it on the front, but it says the band name. Pink Floyd. And, United States of America. Really, really interesting stuff. Alright, I'm gonna get these checked out for you. And I'm really excited for this journey.